Now, we took a lot of long calls last week. This week, I only want to take one long call because I haven't talked to him in several weeks. My dear sweetie, Cody. And I want to take a long call from Cody while I enjoy the tower. And I invite Cody and I invite anyone who's playing Destiny right now to join me in the tower. Cody, are you at the tower? Are you at the hub world?
I didn't buy the game.
You didn't buy the game, Cody? What are you talking about?
I didn't buy the game.
Well, to each his own. If you didn't buy it, then you can't play. You can't go on the missions.
Well, I don't need to.
I'm looking for the soccer ball. I want to play soccer in the courtyard here.
Garrett, why are you playing this light MMO when you could play a good one like?
I know. You know what? I built a 70-foot Ethernet cable.
Jesus Christ.
To run, yeah, I know. It was a little overkill. I don't really need 75 feet to get a straight line to my bedroom where the air conditioner is from my internet connection in the living room. But I did build, I routed the cable to where it was out of the way over door sills and such. So that I can play in my room in the air conditioning in these hot summer nights because it's a goddamn sauna in the living room. 97 degrees on the thermostat inside the house. Inside the house at 8 p.m. How do we do that? What are the 97 degrees? It's insanity.
What hell you live in?
So I got that little AC unit in the room that keeps it nice and cold. I keep it around 72. And I've been playing Destiny in there since it's a shooter that needs an online connection. But I did also bring into the bedroom the game case and the disc for Final Fantasy 14. So hopefully, when I have a lull in this, I will jump back into the world of Eorzea. Thank you. Shouts out, because all the new stuff that they've added, I haven't even played yet. I mean, there's new raids, there's new armor, new slime hats. New
dungeon. Yeah, slime hats. There's only a week left on that. So
and many more dances. There's only one dance in this game. But there's many, many dances in Final Fantasy 14.
So many dances. And guess what?
What?
In a month, new class, they're adding ninja.
New ninja class. Maybe I'll be a ninja cat girl. Could be even cuter than my leatherworking cat girl.
Could be.
Could be. Alright. Well, if you guys know, my PSN username is Itchy Tasty Zombie. You can join me and we can pillage the spaces together. I'm going to go to orbit since I don't see anyone jumping in on the homeworld. I wonder if there's multiple homeworld across many servers. I imagine there are. So that I don't always see the same people twice.
I think how it works is since it's all like the same, there's no like, you don't pick a world. Like kind of like, you know how like other MMOs like Final Fantasy, you pick a world in a server and that's the people you work with. How I think Destiny works instead of Beta worked was it's several different instances of the same zone where like in one home world it's like, oh, this amount of 20 people are in here, and if you log out and then log back, like you say you leave the tower then come back, you'll probably be with a new set of people because it's a different instance. So it remains one server. One game that does that too is PlayStation Home. So Destiny is basically PlayStation Home.
Basically, it is PS Home. That's why better on PlayStation. It said right on the case.
You could be a Farini in fucking PlayStation Home. Can't be one in Destiny. So
Jesus.
I don't know.
They're really letting you down. Now, Cody, we've spoken. We've recorded a new GCP episode that's going to be coming out. Shouts out to my boy Jake Innes. Shouts out. And as we talked, I've replaced some sound effects on my soundboard.
I can eat a peach for hours.
And I've got some new drops, Cody. I got some old ones.
I tell you what.
You know what I mean? But I do have some new ones. I can, and I don't know if you know this or not, but I can eat a peach for hours, Cody.
I can eat a peach for hours.
Peach is my state fruit.
Yeah?
It's state fruit. Peach is your state fruit, Georgia.
How many hours can you eat a peach for, do you think?
Oh, just a bunch of hours.
Peach for hours.
Sounds good to me. I'm going to jump into, why not, a level 8 story. That's the next thing I have to do. Shark Fighter DLS is joined.
Shark Fighter?
Yeah, not. Oh, we're both level 11. Look at this, Shark Fighter, you and me. I like it. I like what we got going on. We're a perfect match, a cutest couple for a perfect kit.
Garrett,
Yes.
something's happening this week, and stuff's already come out. Some stuff that's just come out in the recent hour or two. You might not even have seen this shit.
Is this some Tokyo Game Show announcements that you have?
Yo, Tokyo Game Show's fucking happening.
Okay, we're gonna count you right in with a new segment on the Poorly Played stream called Cody's Tokyo
What?
Game Show Corner.
Garrett, you gotta clear this with me beforehand. I don't really like this.
You mean you don't have, you can't just work off the fucking tip of your tongue like I do?
Sorry,
You know how I just go by the seat of my pants at all times?
Sorry. I mean, listen. You had to license me out. That's how
License.
yeah.
I don't even license the fucking music. We played Misfits at the top of the hour. I don't know how that's gonna fly with Twitch.
That's
Let's hear that again, little Astro Zombies. You like the Misfits, Cody? What are you saying?
I'm whispering so we can have a private conversation.
Okay, well, let's cut to the chase.
Okay, let's cut through the bullshit then.
No more bullshit.
Yeah, no more bullshit.
A little bit of bullshit's fine.
Yeah.
If you hear the bullshit alarm sound, that means there's been far too much.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, I think we're okay. So, Shark Fighter, you're gonna have to excuse me because I may be a little distracted while we play here. But Cody, let me know what news.
Okay, so within the past hour or two, finally, after over a year, a new Final Fantasy 15 gameplay trailer.
Yeah, I heard it looks like a car commercial from someone on Twitter.
Yeah, Frank said that. It shows.
Our dear
So
Frank.
it showed the overworld, like the open overworld, and instead of a chocobo, well, you probably get a chocobo eventually at some point in the game. It's a Final Fantasy game, but you drive a car.
Wow. Well,
world.
it looks like super futuristic, right?
Well, the tagline is a fantasy based in a reality. It's like a modern kind of setting.
I'm
like
fucking so ready for that, man.
modern based. Yeah, because the thing is like 7 kind of almost pretty much had a similar setting like that. Where
Yeah.
it wasn't a too far distant future, but it still obviously had fantasy elements and Midgar and the live stream and yeah, whatever.
All that bullshit. Do we got some
yes.
friends joining us?
So,
Wow.
Frank?
A lot of people. In the
So they showed some gameplay and they announced Final Fantasy Type O HD. They announced the release date and they showed a new trailer of it, gameplay trailer. That is coming out in North America March 17th, but it comes with a Final Fantasy 15 demo the day it comes out. So you buy the game, buy the HD game on PS4, and you get a demo for Final Fantasy 15 on PS4.
Can you believe it? And how much is this gonna retail, this HD version?
They haven't announced it yet, but I mean
And which
I'm gonna
game
guess-
is it that it comes with? Which Final Fantasy?
what the Typo HD, or do you mean the
Typo HD is the one that comes with the demo of 15.
Yeah. And Typo HD is the fucking PSP game that we never
Yeah.
got.
But
that's
we never got it, but we're now getting it on PS4.
Yeah, and they showed a gameplay trailer of it, running on PS4.
Oh, that's cool.
So-
Well, just on what you told me about that game, I'm excited to try that.
Oh, yeah. It's from the director of Crisis Core, which was the last really good Final Fantasy
Yeah.
game. And super underrated. And Typo is a very dark and different Final Fantasy, story-wise, because it's based around a war. And whenever they were pitching the game at PAX, the way he described it was, when we made these characters back when we made this game, we did not want to make a fucking hero. We didn't want to make heroes. We didn't want to make just these these heroes of light. These are just people, and this is
so they might have a little anti-hero qualities to them.
Yeah. And it's less of I'm gonna save the world. There's no saving the fucking world. And if I've looked at stuff of the game, gameplay and stuff, and it's when they say it's dark, I mean you can go oh, it's Final Fantasy game fucking dark.
Yeah.
It's a pretty dark game.
That's cool, man. I'm fucking excited. Really excited because just the look of, I've talked about how sometimes graphics do sell me on a game, and it's definitely happened with Square Enix, well, Square formerly, because I bought The Bouncer on PS2. And holy jeez. But yeah, I mean, I will be checking that out. I'll be interested in a next-gen Final Fantasy.
Oh yeah, so Typo HD obviously it was a PSP game. So transferring that to PlayStation 4, that's a lot of work you have to do to like make it more next gen.
And maybe, you know, Type O isn't going to look the greatest, but this 15 looks fucking incredible.
Yeah, it does.
Now, I don't know how much of it is cutscene that I've seen.
It's all gameplay. Like, most of the stuff that they've shown for counting the last E3, like, that's playable. Like, whenever, like, in the last E3 trailer, where, like, Noctis, the main character, is, like, diving through the windows, like, throwing his sword and going on it, that's all in-game that you fucking play.
That's fucking crazy. You already know the main characters' names.
They already announced them all. There's, like, Noctis, Prompto. People make fun of the names.
Now, Cody... Who do you think is the coolest anti-hero out there? You know, Spike Spiegel from Cowboy Bebop comes to mind. Not a perfect hero, you know, he had his flaws. Bit of a womanizer.
Well, I don't know.
What do you think?
What completely defines an anti-hero? I don't know.
I mean, I think an anti-hero's got to have some struggle, some strife in his life. He's got to be not 100% the good guy. He can't be a total face. He's got to be human. You know?
Big Boss?
Big Boss is a great answer. There you go. He's a murderer. He fights for what he believes is right, and somehow, through the story, gets corrupted and turned into the villain. But, you know, I prefer I prefer Big Boss as a character over Solid Snake.
Oh, completely. I think
as much as that character's just been developed through the storylines of the Metal Gear franchise, so much more interesting. I mean, Solid Snake was always interesting until we realized how fucking interesting Big Boss was.
Oh, yeah. Like,
and I think a lot... Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, like, Solid Snake and Big Boss's story, what I love is, like, they're so different because one is the story of a clone that's not a hero, and he kind of accepts
wants out. He's like, God, I don't want to fucking do this.
Yeah. And on the other side, you have this who thought to be a hero